Hey guys, Sid here. Welcome to this Hall of Fame interview. And I'm here with Sameer Nagi, who is an art enabler and he teaches art not just for kids, but for people who are 13 plus, including adults. And interesting about Sameer is he's based out of Hyderabad. He has a student base of over 2,300 students. He just entered the Hall of Fame. Looking forward to this interview. And the interesting thing is he was able to achieve over 15 lakhs in the last 7 months taking art online, painting specifically. So Sami, congratulations and welcome to the Hall of Fame. Great
Thank you so
achievement.
much, Sid. Thank you so much,
Nice.
Sid. Pretty excited to be here and talking to you live.
Thank you. Thank you. Really appreciate that. And this is the first interview I'm doing with somebody who's in the creative space, the painting space. Usually it's like stock market or it is, make money online or, health and wellness. A lot of people have interviewed in that space. But tell us about, when did you join this community, the Internet Lifestyle Hub? And did you have courses online before that or not? What was the situation?
Sure, Sid. Sid, I joined actually in December 2020. Okay.
Okay.
And in fact, I already had the courses running. My first course was already running. My entire system was up. It
Okay.
was just during the process when I was already, building my system when I started following you online.
Okay.
And I honestly wish that I had gotten into your system from the step one itself, but my story is slightly different. I had already set up my system, and revenues were flowing. My L1 was out there. All the systems were perfect.
Nice.
And there was a point when I started facing problems in scaling up. Okay,
Hmm.
there were problems, hiccups, and challenges. We did not know how to scale up. And along with me, I have my partner, my wife, Harsha, who also is
Okay.
part of the team. And of course, one more talented individual, Somme, who's also part of the team. So we
Nice.
three are into this, and I have been, of course, driving from the content side and all that, but
Hmm.
we were facing problem in scaling up. So that's the time when I felt the need for a mentor. And I had been following you, we all
Hmm.
have been watching your videos. And
Okay.
I took the plunge and joined your community, and I joined straight to the diamond membership. Okay.
Awesome. Awesome. So December 2020, you got into this community.
Yes.
When did you launch your course? Like how many months before you came into my community did you launch your course?
Yes, I launched our first course in July end.
July.
July
So it was around 6 months before that. Okay.
Correct,
And
correct.
before that, was it an offline based model or was it, what was it? What were you doing then? Yeah.
Yes, before that it was an offline-based model.
Hmm.
I've been in the corporate world till 2015. Last I was working in Microsoft. I was heading
Okay.
HR for one of their
Wow.
business
Okay.
units in
Nice.
Hyderabad,
Hmm.
and that's where I had that switch. I had that calling to pursue painting,
Hmm.
and not just pursue it full time, but help others unlock the artist in them. So
Nice.
my journey began from there. We started conducting offline programs,
Hmm.
and they really clicked with people. And before we knew, there were corporates who started inviting us for conducting painting based training sessions in the companies, and we
Nice.
started growing that entire corporate creative team building company from
Yes.
right from 2015 all the way up. All the programs were offline, in person, for corporate companies especially. In between, we also used to conduct some program for the common public. We used to sell tickets on book my show
Hmm.
and other platforms, and we used to conduct these programs in a hyper local environment in Hyderabad
Hmm.
where we used to live.
Got it. Got it.
And then, of course, COVID hit us, and all our in-person programs, stopped.
Hmm.
And that was like a good thing for us because we saw, got a lot of time to really pursue the real vision. The real
Hmm.
vision with which we had onboarded into this mission was to help people discover the artist in them.
Nice.
Our brand is called Anybody Can Paint. That's the name
Hmm.
of the program, and
Excellent.
that's with which we started. And so I got a lot of time to really focus on creating content, creating program for common people. Uh,
Hmm.
and February, March 2020 was when our session started, getting cancelled for all the corporates.
Okay.
And then April onwards,
Hmm.
the three of us got together,
Hmm.
and we started building our first program. And April,
Fantastic.
May, June is
Hmm.
when, and little bit of July is when we created our first L1 program called
Hmm.
Anybody Can Paint
Hmm.
Ultimate Painting Course for Beginners.
Okay.
And we launched it in July end. and we priced it at 599,
Okay.
like a
Mm.
no-brainer offer, and
Nice.
it was amazing, and
Mm.
it started picking up. And we had also, in parallel, we had launched it in other platforms like Udemy, and
Mm.
just to test out the market.
Yes.
Very
Yes.
encouraging. The feedback was great, and
Mm.
people across now 99 countries, people have tested our
Amazing.
program. The
Mm.
feedback is great. So that's how the journey, happened.
Amazing, amazing journey. So from the corporate world to, going to corporate painting, that's like something which I've never heard. People going into corporates to train corporates and to improve their creative skills. And then yeah, COVID hit. Redefining. And when you came into my course, inside this community, so you had launched your course before that, and you had scaling challenges. So what do you think were the main factors that you noticed were different after you came into Internet Lifestyle Lab? In terms of, see, creating a course, anybody could do it. You've even launched on Udemy and other things. But what were the main things that you found valuable after coming into this community?
Said couple of things. One is that your words are very inspiring. Okay, I would say
Mm,
that your words are gold. They have stuck with me, and the words that you speak, some of them are yours, some you have curated from great
mm,
mentors. They are very specific to people in this e-learning business,
mm,
right? It's like, it's better to have one than none. Okay,
mm,
you are just one skill away from freedom.
mm.
Okay, people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care,
Care, yes.
and there are lots of them.
Mm,
So those things have really stuck. So that has really helped me in my mindset shaping. So that
mm,
one has been really amazing. Second, since our systems were already set, a little bit of help from from some of your programs really helped us. We
mm,
were struggling with some Zapier connection, and all those inputs really helped us
mm.
unlock some of the problems. But mostly what I really benefit from your community is the Monday leadership council calls and the
Yes.
Thursday calls. Okay.
Mm,
In that, what happens is the hot seat format that you have, that is really amazing. Though, not everyone gets to be on the hot seat, but the people who get to be in the hot seat, either people who are setting up or people who are scaling up, those two kind of clusters.
yes.
The scaling up is case studies that get discussed. They are, it's like, we are all in the same boat. We are uh, going through the same problems. So answers to those problems are really nice. Plus, some of the tips that you share in those leadership calls are really helpful. For example, in the recent one, you had talked about how to create another lead magnet, okay,
Yes.
apart from the webinar system. So that is
Yes.
something new. So all these tips are really helping.
Mm,
And in general, since we are really serious into this, it feels to be a part of a system. It's very reassuring, and we might have some ideas. It all gets validated from each other. So
yes.
all in all, I think that's the support that we are getting out of this community.
Amazing. Thank you for sharing. And uh, more than the people who are attending the leadership council call, I benefit so much by getting to know what challenges are there, and also validating with my own business. So all of us are implementers. So that's the beauty about Mastermind. We learn from each other, and it really helps move forward, especially the down membership level. So thank you for sharing those points. Really means a lot. So if even though you had a course, the community and the constant improvisation is that's where it moves to the next level. Yeah.
Yes.
So in your case, you achieved 15 lakhs now in 7 months. And can you tell us about what were your revenues that 7 months ago, and how you were able to scale it up? Like, what did you do specifically to scale it up?
Before we launch the course, or after the launch?
So
After
after you
getting the
launched the course, like before you joined the community, what were your revenues? And then after that, what did you do to scale it up? Yeah.
Okay. Before we launched the course, for a brief time, we never had any online program, so
Okay.
we did not have this kind of a revenue stream for us. And prior to that, all the corporate session that we were doing, it was very very lucrative. It was a crore plus revenue that we used to make through
Nice.
those programs, and it was just scaling up year after year. But Corona hit, and then 2 3 months, it really crashed. And but after getting into this new revenue stream of online e-learning business, revenue started picking up, And initially it was about 3 lakh rupees of revenue for the first few months.
Okay.
And again, then we were taken aback with the increasing Facebook ad costs. We did not know
Yes.
that there's a concept like that, and then it needed a lot of research online because we were not in the community. But then I was not part of your community, so I was struggling as to why this is happening, why it is fluctuating, and all that. So all that. But now, after I joined your community in Jan, I launched the second course, the L2 course. It,
Nice.
in creativity, it takes a good amount of time to come up with an amazing course that will really help people remotely, solve the problem of creativity. So Jan, I launched the second course. Now that one has started picking up well. We have got 100 plus streams. Uh, I have been actually I've sent you one email, asking for special. I describe all my situation, and you
Yeah.
were in responding to me with your inputs. So we are following those inputs, and slowly we are coming up with newer ads, targeting different audience, making our message very specific to different audiences. So we have pushed all that, out of the park, and we are yet to see the results. But it's
Superb.
good.
Superb.
It's slightly up and down, but
Hmm.
overall the graph is going up. And as and when more programs will be in, we will reach much.
Absolutely, absolutely. It's a constant game of improvisation, and the fact that you've been able to do it for online painting, and it's a very unique kind of niche, and not just targeting kids, but even the adults. I think it's a great set of learning curve you're going through. Yes. So, what does your funnel exactly look like? Like, do you do a weekly webinar, or do you have any other different kind of format? How do you convert your customers from leads?
Actually, said my model is direct selling. Right now,
Direct
the
selling. Nice.
L1 program is for 599 rupees,
Okay.
and if we use Facebook ads and we get traffic from there, we get conversions, direct selling, and then people come into our exclusive Facebook community. We get
Nice.
a free invite, and then in that community, people start sharing their painting, their artwork. I keep commenting on their artwork, keep guiding them here and there. I'm also accessible through an email address, so people keep posting their comments to us through the email
Nice.
address. I keep responding to them. So that's where the community feel is there, hand holding, helping each other is there. People encourage and inspire each other in that community, and
Hmm.
in that community, from that community itself, the people are buying the L2 course.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So they directly Facebook ad, they buy a 599 product, and then the group, Facebook group is where all the action happens. Okay,
Yes.
great. Do you
Yes.
conduct any weekly inner circle call, something like that, like a mastermind for all the artists or the
Not
aspiring?
yet said. Not yet
Okay.
said.
Okay.
It's still in the process of I'm
Hmm.
structuring it. But
Okay.
I'm just thinking about it. Most probably when I reach an L3 level, that's
Yes.
when I will open some kind of weekly or monthly interaction.
Interaction.
Yeah.
Perfect. So, and if this is working for you without that, that shows that it's really you've automated a lot of the systems. So you just the ads are working, and your interaction that's happening on Facebook is creating that touch point for the students. Yeah,
Yes.
and all are pre-recorded videos, right? Level 1 and level 2. So you have a 599, and what's the second level price point?
1,999.
1,999. Okay, so
Yes.
great. So at this 5,999 level, you have 23. Sorry, 2,300 students.
Correct, correct,
Yeah,
correct. And out of
and
these
excellent.
2,300 students, 100 plus people have bought the L2 so far. L2 we launched in Feb actually. Just
Got
last.
it. Excellent,
That's how
excellent.
the transition is
Great.
happening.
It's a very simple funnel. And so, if how are you managing? So, your cost would only be ads, and your teams. There's only three of you there. So, how are
Correct.
you three of you interacting with the group? Like, do three of you take different roles in this?
Yes. It's between the three of us. Some, he's in our team. He's fabulous. He does the design work. He also, manages a lot of ad related comments and, engagement with the people. And he designs the ads and all that. And I
Nice.
did. My partner, my wife, helps me in all the shooting and all the ideation, and then I am there in supporting people in the Facebook community, as
Okay.
well as all the comments and support that people need in the Kajabi platform. And people also keep emailing me every day and every now and then, sometime with the access type of queries. Most of them are about, they share their paintings and
Their
artwork
works. Yeah.
comments.
Mm.
We engage with them. That's how we are
Nice.
differing in ruling.
Nice.
And also, the three of us are very connected. Every now and then we have calls to decide our next goals. We have so many things to automate, improvise, scale up. So all that is happening.
Fantastic. So, what is your current run rate as this point? At this point, like how much do you spend on ads per month, and how much revenues do you achieve per month as of now? Yeah.
Yeah, it is varying slightly, but right now, for about 80,000 rupees that we
Okay.
spend on ads, we get almost touching 3 lakhs, 2.8
Perfect.
to
Perfect.
3 lakh rupees of
Hmm.
sales.
That's very good. Actually, for a direct sale campaign, getting this kind of ROI is brilliant. If you just add that one more level after that, where you do like personalized teaching or personalized coaching, a little bit more on the higher ticket. I'm talking 30,000, 10,000 and above, 10, 30, 30,000 and above. It'll spike up. You'll easily move to like 7, 8x overall, and with very minimum effort on the back end. Yeah. So, yeah, I think what you can do is something like what I'm doing. Like we have a hot seat group coaching format in level 3. Maybe you could consider that, where you can even live reviewing of artwork, and maybe showing them live on how to do stuff also. Yeah. So that's nice. Great to
So
know.
true, Sid.
Mm,
Even your hackathon, all these ideas that you're implementing in the community are actually great ingredients, proven, tested techniques. We
mm,
have to learn, adopt, and customize into our environment and move forward.
mm. Amazing, amazing. So great to see your numbers, moving up on this with a direct sales campaign. And obviously, there's many things you can tweak to make it much better. But this itself is amazing. So, how has your personal life been impacted with now being a part of the community, scaling it up? Um, how is it different from you going and training in corporates in the corporate world?
There are a couple of stark differences. One is in the corporate world. Yes, I used to love being on the stage with hundreds of people, showing
Yes.
them step by step, through helping them paint their masterpiece. People who have never held a brush, and that was a great experience. But in my heart, I always wanted to reach out to the masses. My vision was
Yes.
to help spread the joy of painting in the world. And somewhere because corporate business, started scaling up, we got so consumed by just meeting the orders that we kind of lost sight to the original vision of creating programs for the masses.
Yes.
So and second thing is in the corporate program, because they were in-person programs, it used to involve a lot of logistics. The program used to happen in multiple cities, so much material. We used to have logistics partners, event managers, companies, and there was a lot of travel, lot of movement of material and all that. Yes, they were great, successful events, but a lot of time went into all this logistics and support. Now in this online world, it is so beautiful that I have created the entire structure, recorded it once, and I put in my heart and soul and giving the best shape to it. It's out there in the world, people are in it, people consume the content at the pace they want, anytime they want, and however number of times they want to watch.
Yes.
And
Yes.
they have these online mediums to interact with me, and it's not like done one event and no more connection with the people. Over here, it's a lifelong connection. There's a community,
Mm.
and there's lot of time which has been saved because of all the travels, movements. So it is process-wise far more efficient and far more scalable because
Yes.
people across every nook and corner of the country are joining the community.
Mm.
And of course, the whole idea is freedom. So I can absolutely enjoy freedom. For example,
Mm.
today I'm in Delhi. I've been here for the last 4 weeks because both sides of our parents wanted some of our support. So we are
Okay.
here. We're working from here for a few weeks. So all this,
Nice.
freedom is priceless.
It is priceless, absolutely. And what has now that you've been able to reach out to like 2,300 students, how do you feel now that you're able to reach out to more people? And what kind of stories are you getting in terms of them enhancing their creative abilities, which they probably never thought would be there inside them? Like, what is that feeling like? Yeah.
It's very gratifying, Sid. Actually, it's like the vision that I had, I am seeing it fulfill in front of my eyes. People who are senior citizens, they are part of the program. I was very surprised to see that doctors, medical doctors, are one set which sprung up from nowhere. We never thought that medical
Nice.
doctors would buy these programs, and
Mm.
so many medical doctors are buying buying these programs, because what I'm understanding is that in the rut of the things, in that template of life where they had to just get into academics, and right from the early teenage age, they kind of missed out on their creative side,
Okay.
and so
Mm.
that side has remained unfulfilled. And with all this corona and everything, they feel that void, they feel that miss, they feel that fulfillment lack of fulfillment because of creative unsatisfaction. And that's where it's very gratifying to see their comments. People who have always uh, fulfilled, who have always been busy fulfilling their family
Yes.
responsibilities. Now they are retired. They are taking up the program. They share comments. They,
Amazing.
give me all the respect, and it's so gratifying. The comments are really inspiring. People who have never held a brush are creating masterpieces after masterpieces.
Wow.
And
Wow.
before actually we went online, we also used to, as one of our CSR program, we also used to curate special painting programs for people with visual impairment. And
Fantastic.
that was like really breaking the glass ceiling, because
Mm.
art has always been perceived to be visual art.
Yeah.
And we wanted to change the definition and challenge the definition that art doesn't need to be visual. People
Mm.
who probably have a visual impairment can also and should also engage with art. So we had some
Wow.
very successful program. People with visual impairment have gone out, and from our program getting inspired, they've started putting up their galleries. And all this is
Awesome.
happening. We got the invite from in a TEDx event to speak in
Nice.
that story.
Mm.
So it is very gratifying to see that a simple thing, which we believe, what's there about painting, can really impact people so deeply. And when people share such deep comments of gratefulness and fulfillment and joy and sense of achievement about doing something which they felt that they could not do, because the mindset is about I cannot draw, or I cannot paint, or I'm not creative.
Yes.
While that creativity is such ingrained in our DNA, because children are born and they hold the crayons and start drawing without being taught. But
Yes.
when they pick up a pencil to even write one single number or letter, they need to be handheld to and trained for so many months to write it perfectly. So
Yes.
learning
Yes.
is lesson one of our life. That creativity is inborn. We don't need to kind of teach anyone how to draw or paint, but we end
Absolutely.
up
Mm.
growing with that mindset that I cannot draw, I am not creative, or I cannot paint. That's the mindset which is my duty, and I'm on a mission to help people uncover that mindset and truly explore the creativity inside.
That's great, Samir. I think what you're doing is amazing work, and like you mentioned, it's such a gratifying feeling and so fulfilling that you are actually helping people discover that creativity within. And look at the way the world is going. I think by 2030, the creative skills or the creative abilities is what's going to make us valuable as a human being. Otherwise, everything else is being automated, and there's so much of stuff. Technology is anyway there, but I think what's going to make us unique is enhancing our creativity and bringing in ethics and morals, back, into this, into whatever we are doing is what's going to make us human. Otherwise, everything can be, automated. That's how the world is moving. So I think your what role your or the journey that you're in right now is going to have an effect that we may not be able to measure. There are so many people who will be able to discover that their creative abilities and use that to express themselves. And it is also I'm pretty sure you also agree with me that it is it's self healing also, right? When you paint and stuff like that, it helps people probably bring out their emotions and heals themselves. What are your thoughts on that?
Absolutely, Sid. What you have said is bang on. You're absolutely right. This painting and art-based activities really soothe our mind. It is
Yes.
kind of meditative, and that's why a lot of psychotherapists use these art-based simple techniques in their therapy sessions. And why they do so is because our mind has so much chatter in it, and we need to bring the attention of mind into the present moment. So
Yes.
generally, they help people in focusing on their breathing. And in art, what happens is, their entire focus goes onto the paper, and with a pen or a brush or something, and they basically start focusing on the act that they are doing at that point of time. Their and energy and attention goes into the current moment, and that's why all the chatter in the mind calms down, soothes down, and they feel rejuvenated.
Yes.
And that's why it feels very meditative and therapeutic.
Yes.
So these are the benefits which I personally explored, because even I accidentally got into painting, and
Hmm.
11 years ago. That's
Hmm.
why what I explored and experienced, and that's what I wanted to share with people, and that's precisely what people are also coming back and sharing back with us. That
Nice. Nice.
this entire art is one thing in a day that they look forward to, because that helps them reset their mind, get their mojo back, rejuvenate, get their energy back, and feel happy, because this is one hobby wherein every time we engage in it, every session which we engage with it, it gives us something concrete, something tangible to look at, feel. There's a product
Absolutely.
out of it. So that gives people a great sense of happiness and joy, that, oh, I completed one more artwork. Oh, I
Hmm.
have, now a collection of 50 artworks, 60 artworks. So
Hmm.
that is something unique actually about this
Nice.
particular
Nice.
technique.
Great, Samir. Do you also help people monetize your art, the business side of it?
Not yet said,
Okay.
but as I'm learning, I'm also in my learning curve. So as I'm
Yes.
learning in this community
Hmm.
over a period of time, I also feel like, converting strangers into, passionate partners. So
Absolutely. Yeah.
that's the journey I'm in. I'm
Hmm.
just at the very beginning of that journey yet.
Excellent. You're doing a great job, Sameer. Thank you so much. I think those of you who are watching this are inspired by this. Just type inspired in the comment box. And just please type in the comment box what did you learn from Sameer's journey on here. So if you want to get in touch with Sameer, in my YouTube channel description, there's a link. And again, the point here is you don't have to be an artist to learn art or painting. Just go check out what Sameer is doing and how you can enhance your creativity and really discover yourself or discover things that you never thought was there already in you. And yeah, if you want to be a part of this community, Internet Lifestyle Hub, go to sids.co/join. You can be a part of the community so that you can be a part of this group of people who are doing multiple things. We are over 10,000 plus members who are creating their own online courses and building communities. So would love to have you to be a part of this as well. So I like to ask this question at the end of every interview. So Sameer, if I had to ask you this question, if you have to bring it down to one success principle that you live by and you continue to live by for the rest of your life, what is that principle?
Okay, sure, Sid. Uh, is it okay if I break it into just three messages?
Yes, please do that.
So I believe that life is created twice. Okay, one in the mind, second in reality. So if we don't take charge of the
Yes.
mental creation, the life will be created for us. The design will already be done for us. As a result, we will not be living, but we will be lived. So this
Mm.
is a thing which I've realized. So I am always begin with the end in mind. I always focus on my, end goal. I am very creative in my imagination. I let my imagination soar wild when I'm thinking of the future. I'm very
Yes.
visual person, because another thing which I've learned from Stranger Secret video, which you introduced me to, that is that, our mind is able to imagine as much as what it subconscious mind believes that it is possible.
Yes.
So I really put a lot of confidence in my ability that whatever my mind is imagining is possible in reality. So
Yes.
that is one. Second, once my end goal is clear and it is defined and I have a clear picturization of that, I go through my rigorous prioritization on a day-to-day job.
Okay.
Every day I focus on those things, those vital few things which will contribute to the maximum return, like the
Yes.
Pareto principle. You also
Mm.
talked about it.
Mm.
So I believe that uh, our time should be very respected.
Mm.
Things which matter most should not be at the mercy of things which matter the least. So I am
Yes.
very careful about what things I'm taking up on a day-to-day basis. I
Mm.
only try to spend as much time in those things which will help me move forward and get closer to my eventual reality, dream. Third
Amazing.
is third is that got to have the confidence and resilience to see it through. It's like a marathon. Great Anything great or significant cannot be done overnight. So I give myself space and enough time to work on it step by step. In my journey to getting the entire dream true come true. So I give
Awesome.
myself. It's like a marathon. I've run few marathons, half marathons. Till
Nice.
back.
Good to know. Mm,
So, I follow that principle. I've learned it from my brother. He's an Iron Man. I've learned it from him. Go one step at a
nice.
time. Take just one step at a time.
Fantastic.
See, Sid.
Thank you so much, Samir. Those are great set of pointers. If you guys noted that down, please type that in the comment box what you learned. And please subscribe to the YouTube channel and hit that like button and share your love and wishes to Samir for achieving this. So, Samir, next interview in the Crore Club. Looking forward to that. And yeah, looking forward to seeing you impact more and more people with your unique abilities that you have. All the best. Yes.
Absolutely, Sid. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
God bless you.